Hi there everybody, how's it going? It's Jessie Marie does stuff here on FlossTube with another video. It's been a little while. Before I get into it, I just want to apologize ahead of time. My hair is driving me crazy today and it just won't sit where I want it to, and so I'm gonna do everything I can to not mess with it because I could foresee myself like just the whole time. I'm going to try really hard not to do that. But yeah, I hope you guys don't care what my hair looks like. I can't imagine that you really do. You're not really here to see me anyway. You just want to see what I'm working on. So yeah, so that's a thing. Sorry for the delay. I know it's been a little over 2 weeks since I saw you guys last. To be totally honest, this is probably going to be my recording schedule from here on out. It's probably going to be every 2 weeks or so. I've had to do some reevaluating, and I think that if I record every 2 weeks, then I'm on track. Every week is just not going to happen anymore with my new job starting next week. You know, working full time. See, told you, it's going to happen. So yeah, so, you know, I guess we'll record when I can. It's pretty much how it's going to be. So it's been a while, and there's a few reasons. First of all, you knew, at least if you've seen my channel before, last week I was at a very important football game, the Virginia Tech Hokies versus the Ohio State Buckeyes. And it did not go as I wanted it to. But, I mean, look, Ohio State is a powerhouse in college football. I think I've heard several people say that if Ohio State scores fewer than 60 points in a game, any game this season, then the defense should really pat themselves on the back. So Virginia Tech lost 42-24. Bigger than that, we lost our starting quarterback. He broke his collarbone. It's not in his throwing arm, and so it's not impossible that we won't see him before the end of the season, but a bit of a devastating blow. I guess the game really turned when Brewer went out, so that's a thing. But we did good, and, you know, we held Ohio State to less than 60 points. And not only that, but then the next week, Ohio State went on to play Hawaii, and it was supposed to be like this big blowout game. I heard a prediction of something like 85-0 or something. But Ohio State had a bit of a hangover, I think. I think Virginia Tech tested them more than they were anticipating, and so it was a blowout. They did shut out Hawaii, but it wasn't 85-0. So Tracy, we can be friends again until Thanksgiving, because while I am a very proud Virginia Tech Hokie, I am also born and raised from Ann Arbor. So, you know, there's that. But we'll talk about that at the end of November. We've got September and October where we can be friends. Okay, so I know that this is a cross-stitch channel. It's not a football channel. And so I will talk about some cross-stitch things. So I have my shout out. I received a couple of RAKs lately, which it just, the kindness of others is so wonderful. It's just so good. So I want to shout them out and say thank you. I also have my whips. Kind of want to talk about plans, whatever that means. And then I have some haul, and I have some really exciting stuff in my haul. So I guess we'll just go ahead and get into it. First things first, FlossTuber Shoutout. Today okay, so I am horribly behind on FlossTube. I mean, really, really bad. the other day I had over 200 videos in my watch later. What I do is I add them to my watch later, and then I'll just go through and watch them all in order. And it's overwhelming. Like, the amount of videos is overwhelming. Now, like 75 of those I had already watched. I just hadn't cleared them out of my watch later yet. So, you know, that's a big chunk of those videos, but still 125 that I hadn't watched yet. So let's see, this morning oh, sorry, that's my coffee pot telling me that it's done. This morning I was watching a couple of videos from August 31st / September 1st. So I'm about 2 weeks behind. And September is half over, which okay, sure. I'm at this point, I'm just along for the ride, and we'll see what the calendar does. As far as I'm concerned, Father Time is just flipping the clock as fast as he can. He must be really excited about 2016 because it's going so fast. So the person, this is the roundabout way of me saying that the person that I am shouting out today, I watched one of their recent videos this morning. And that stitcher is Pyrex Stitcher, who is Claire in Australia. Hey, Claire. I love Claire's videos. Oh my goodness. She's a ball. Just a lot of fun to watch. She recently finished, like 2 weeks ago, Macintosh Mill by Dimensions, and it is just stunning. I love that piece. I saw your giveaway a day late. If I had seen it yesterday, I would have entered because I love that. I love it. I would really like to stitch that, and I may have to try and get a hold of it because it's just beautiful. It's this long, if you haven't seen it, and you should, it's this long landscape of a cider mill, and it appears to be a shady Amish family that runs this cider mill, and it's just beautiful. It's just beautiful. Really, really very cool. And so anyway, Claire, I love your videos. I'm so glad that you hang out with us and you show us your awesome work. I love your wit and your humor. Oh my goodness. The stories that have been made up for that Amish family, yeah, pretty awesome. You know, I'm a big fan of the stories behind cross-stitch pieces, what with the nicknames and things that I give to mine. So anyway, again, Claire, thank you, and look forward to seeing more from you. And yeah. One thing I wanted to talk to you all about is my FlossTube shoutouts. It's something that hadn't really occurred to me, but it should have. If you don't, for whatever reason, and it's completely up to you, if for whatever reason you don't want to be featured in the FlossTube shoutout, if it makes you uncomfortable or whatnot, then let me know, and then I won't. You know, I appreciate every single one of you. This is just a public way of me expressing it, but again, if you are you're like, don't do that, then let me know, and I won't feature you. I won't put the spotlight on, so to speak. I wish that I had thought of that before, because one of my shoutouts in particular said that it made her really shy. So you know who you are, and I'm sorry. Your channel totally deserves it, but you know, anyway. So yeah. So let's talk about the kindness of others. Okay. This is a while back now. It's quite a few weeks ago, maybe 2.5 months ago. I was contacted on Facebook. I'm getting comfy. I'm just going to hang out with you guys. I was contacted by a lady named Julie on Facebook, and she asked me for my mailing address because she wanted to send me something. And I was floored. I mean, I was just like, I'm not very good at this, at expressing just how grateful I am. So this package from Julie arrived, and inside was this, first of all, this sweet little card. Every single day, do something that makes your heart sing. And I say something very similar to this all the time. I say that things make my heart smile. And so just the fact that this was the card that she chose, love that. So very sweet card. And she wrote a note that extends all the way to the back of the card. And then inside the package were these little guys, and I hope that my camera's going to show them. So it's a little dog. It's like a little charm. And so there's red and black. Aren't they cute? Sorry guys, my nails are atrocious. But I just love them. They are so cute. In her note, Julie said, that I could use them for whatever. She had mentioned maybe using them as like knitting stitch markers, and they're a little bit heavy for that. They are really, really substantial charms, and so I am definitely going to turn them into necklaces because that's just so adorable. It's like a sweet little bulldog. Oh, I can't get over it. It's so cute. So cute. So one of them is definitely going to be a necklace, and the other, maybe I'll turn them both into necklaces. Maybe I'll wear them together as necklaces. Maybe. Right now they are sitting on my bookshelf. I have some trinkets and things on my bookshelf, and so they hang out with a bunch of other trinkets. But Julie, thank you so much. This is just the sweetest gesture. The fact that you saw these and thought to send them to me, I don't want to get emotional, but it means a lot. And so I really, really appreciate that. Anyway, thank you. And then last week I was not having a very good week. I came home from Blacksburg and I got this allergy, and it happens every now and again, and I'm not really sure what causes it, but my face and my neck and the tops of my arms and my chest, I break out in this. It's not pretty. I don't want to talk about it too much, but basically ended up having to go to the doctor because I was concerned. It reached a level that it hasn't before, and it scared me a little bit. So went to the doctor, and they prescribed me something that made me really sick. It gave me insomnia, which I don't ever want to have to deal with ever again. That's terrible. There's nothing like being so exhausted mentally and physically and emotionally and completely unable to sleep. That's terrible. To people who suffer with insomnia on a regular basis, you are my hero, because I was miserable. I was depressed and upset, and on top of that, on top of the insomnia, the meds made me sick to my stomach, and they messed with my appetite, and I felt like, that like total body ache that you get when you have the flu. I had that. It was not fun. It was not fun at all. So I was in a really down kind of a place last week. There were like 4 days where I didn't stitch at all. Me. Voluntarily, not voluntarily, but not stitching. It's just weird. So anyway, so I got this email that I had received a random act of kindness from Heaven and Earth Designs from the very, very sweet Linda. Ladies, I hope it's okay that I'm using your first names. You know who you are. Thank you so much. I didn't thank you in the way that I should have, because I think I've said it already. I'm just not very good at it, but I am so grateful. I just, you guys are awesome. You're awesome. So I'm just going to show you what Linda sent me. It's freaking adorable. It is what I want my family to look like. Okay. So just gonna zoom in here. Oh, catching the glare. There we go. So this is Crazy Wonderful Owl Family. And the artwork is by Anya Kai. And this is the no background version, so I won't be stitching all of that blue, just the owls themselves. How cute! Oh my gosh, I love them. I love them so much. Maybe this is too much information, but Danny and I have talked about kids, and we want to have 3 kids. There's 3 baby owls in that picture, and it's just, you know, it's just serendipitous. It's just so sweet. Linda, thank you so much. Yeah. You know, okay, I'm going to try to move on, because I don't want to cry. You know, I already have, like, receiving those gifts, they just kind of, it's overwhelming how sweet people are. It's overwhelming. You guys are the reason why I do this. You're the reason why I stitch, really. I've heard so many people say, I didn't record yesterday because I wanted to get some more work done before I showed my updates. And honest to goodness, that's exactly what I do. I do that all the time. I keep stitching so that I have more to show you guys. Of course, I love stitching. I love buying this stuff, but I like showing you guys. Social media blows my mind sometimes. I'm going to get really tangential here, so, you know, just be prepared. Sometimes I think that social media is redundant and unnecessary and causes maybe sometimes some more harm than good. And then there are times where I can connect with Claire in Australia and Emily Chadwick in the UK and Katie in Texas and Jen in California and, you know, like just people from all over the world that I never would have had the chance to converse with. And we have this one common thread, pun intended, between us all that it's wonderful. So, okay, 20 minutes in, I haven't shown you anything that I have done. So, I guess I'll keep the train rolling and just know that I love you guys and I thank you. Okay, so whips. There is going to be no order to this whatsoever. It's really just what's right here. Okay, there's going to be a little bit of order. I finished something the other day. On Sunday night, I finished my Summer Still Life by Perman. This was out of the Cross Stitch Collection June 2015 issue. And I was stitching this for a challenge on the Cross Stitch and Discuss Facebook group. The challenge was freezing into a puddle, where you had to stitch something either winter or summer themed between June 22nd and September 22nd. And so this was the piece that I stitched, and I finished it. Isn't it pretty? I think it's so pretty. I really love the colors. You guys know I was having some struggles with the colors, but it really worked out in the end. Gosh, finishing this was maybe more of a drama than it should have been. one of the colors in the bowl I had run out of. I needed like 15 stitches worth. That's it. That's all I needed. So I'm like rummaging through my stash. I check my floss boxes. I check my old project cards. Nothing. I don't have even an inch of 3024 to finish out the bowl. It was like the last thing I had to do. I didn't want to drive all the way out to, I have a Walmart here that has some DMC, but not a full line, so I didn't want to drive all the way out there only to find that they didn't have the one that I wanted, and then have to drive all the way into Fredericksburg, half hour away, to get a skein to finish this. I just wanted it to be done. So I went through all of my projects and looked at those colors, and I found one that needed 3024, and it had just one strand of length. Just enough. I mean, like, I have used up all of my 3024 that I have in the house. So I got it done. The back stitch is really all that I did on Sunday. I got up on Sunday morning and stitched until football at 1. The Redskins played at 1, and so I was doing back stitch all morning, and then after the Redskins game, I went back to work. I swear, it was like 6 hours of back stitching. But I really enjoyed the back stitching because it really makes everything pop. So I guess I really did quite a bit in 2 weeks, because I'm going to fold this up so that I can better handle it. So I think that when you saw this last, I didn't have any of this over here. I didn't have this flower. I didn't have a leaf or the vase. I think I had just the very little bit of the bowl. That's all I had done. And so I got the whole thing finished. Now this is ironic. It is fall. And this is very summery, but I don't care. I think that this is going to be my first no-sew cube. I think I have enough fabric in the margins. This, if you recall, is sharing, it's a timeshare with my stretch from Tracer Wensler. But I think I have enough fabric to make a no-sew cube. And so I think I'll do that. Very pretty. So this is, I'm embarrassed. Guys, I'm so embarrassed. This would be my finish number 6 for 2015. 6. Honestly, I have to stop watching Carolyn Mazzio because she's blowing my mind. How many fully finished objects do I have? Goose egg. Not a single one. No fully finished objects whatsoever this year. Not even old projects that I fully finished. Just nothing. I'm getting really good at, well, starts and then finishing and putting them into a drawer. Yeah. So anyway, so that is my summer still life. And I'm down to 23 works in progress. So there's that. I think that's all that I wanted to say. I don't have it with me, but I think that the editing team at Cross Stitch Collection needs to up their game a little bit. I found 3 typos on the 2 pages that this chart was on. One of them said that it was Cross Stitch Collection June 2014. One of the pages had the title as Sunmer Still Life, so S-U-N-M-E-R Still Life. And one of them forgot like an E in the or something. I can't remember exactly what that one was, but yeah. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. So when I spoke to you all last, I was going to work on my Chatelaine Frosty Knot Garden from that Monday through Saturday when we were leaving for the game. No, we left for the game on Sunday. So but I was going to work on my Chatelaine Frosty Knot Garden for Specialty Stitch September in Stitch Mania. Stitching that week was really, really hard because I had to work so much. And we had a lot of prep and such to do. And so I ended up switching to Summer Still Life a little bit early because I reached a goal on my Chatelaine Frosty Knot Garden. And so I just thought, I'll just switch over now. And so that's part of the reason why I was able to get so much done so quickly, because I was working on it for a little bit longer. So Chatelaine Frosty Knot Garden, I didn't like finish the part or anything, but I did finish the corner. So this is the corner that I was working in the last time you saw it. And now it's all done. Back stitch, specialty stitches, you name it, it's all done. Let me turn that way. There we go. So in the Here to Stitch group, which was founded by Naomi Nay's Cross Stitch Needles, they have a challenge going on, a finish by the end of 2015. And I set this one. I want to finish this one by the end of 2015. So I have finished a deadline piece, and now I want to finish this deadline piece. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go gangbusters on this piece and get it done this year. So this is the corner that I finished, and then I still have that corner to do, and then everything else. So there is my Frosty Knot Garden, 3/4 of the way done through part 4. I think 4, maybe 5. Not sure. So that's that. Okay. At some point last week, and I'm not really sure which day it was. Actually, I worked on it on the day I was supposed to. Wednesday last week. Yeah. Wednesday last week. No, it wasn't Wednesday. It was Thursday. Whatever. You guys don't care which day. I pulled out my Leslie Tier Heron. This is on a 28 count even weave, which is a fabric that I don't think I'll be stitching on ever again. Oop, that's the back. So this is what I got to on the day that I stitched it, whichever day that was. So basically, I did maybe 45 stitches, and that is a generous rough estimate. Basically what I did is I finished out the page. I had just a couple of rows of the blue down here to do to finish out the page. So I did. So that's my Heron, and this one's going to go away probably, if I'm honest, for the rest of the year. I don't really have any strong urges to work on it. It's just not really something I'm into right now. So, and I think well and truly that is the fabric. I think that I am a very happy linen stitcher, and this is not linen, so it's fine. It's not a big deal. I will finish it. Just going to take a break. So that's my Heron. Okay, then was supposed to switch projects for Specialty Stitch September. And my second Specialty Stitch project was my Box of Delights. It's Blackwork design from Liz Almond. And so the last time you all saw this, this is where I was. And then this is what I added. So I really only added one of the motifs. And that motif there is stitched with Fiberlicious hand-dyed cotton in Clown, and it is representing Bertie Bott's Every Flavor Beans. So it's like a rainbow. Lots of colors. I'll let you guys be the judge on what you think each of those colors, what flavor they would be. I'm thinking the green would probably be bogey. Yeah. So that's that. And I didn't work on this any more than my first hour. Again, I just wasn't feeling the stitching. It just wasn't bringing me the piece that I needed from it, so. But I got something done. I got a 1 done, and I have more than half of the sweets done. So there's that. I know that a lot of you are probably cringing at all of these frays. It doesn't bother me. Maybe it should. Should it? But it doesn't. So that's that. Okay. And then, okay, so Sunday I finished my summer still life, and then I was like, well, now what? So I asked Danny, I'm like, all right, so here are my options. I really miss Persephone. I said that I was going to finish Chatelaine by the end of the year. I probably should work on my mermaid. Or I have this other one that I'm really close to being done with. What should I do? And he says, well, you should finish the one that you're really close to being done with, because then you'll get another finish under your belt. And then you can work on something big. I'm like, okay, I'll do that. And so that something small in question is my Joan Elliott bathroom humor. And I think I'm just going to stick with this until it's done. Like until I am finished with it. So, because I really don't have that much left to go. So this is where I'm at. And the last time you saw this, basically what I've added in are the hearts, like in the background, and then this strip of tiling, and this strip of tiling, and then these 2 flowery motifs. And then I've also been working on the toilet and some of the back stitching, because there's a lot of back stitching and I would like to break it up. So that's what I'm going to do. Don't mind me peeking through here. So yeah, that's where I'm at with that. I still hate this fabric. It's too soft. It's so soft and like, there's too much give. I mean, you know, like this is as tight as it will go, and there's still lots of give. Especially on this side. Maybe this side isn't as tight as it. Well, anyway, it's besides the point. The fabric is just too soft, and I will probably never use this fabric ever again. So, but it's serving a purpose for this project. I am so thankful for the back stitch. It's really helping some of the colors pop out a little bit more, which is good since the fabric is boring and white. And that was a project that I started for Stitch Mania's August ABCs. Still haven't done any lettering. I think I'm going to save it for last, just for fun. Okay, so those are all of my whips that I have worked on. As far as plans are concerned, I'm really sad. I'm really sad, guys. Steal a sip of coffee real quick. In my least favorite mug, but it's teeny, and it's my least favorite because it's so small. Coffee mugs should be gigantic. But it's cute nonetheless. It's my Eat Sleep Knit Yarnathon mug from 2014. In the Yarnathon, when you reach a certain point, you get stuff, and one of the things they sent was this mug. Okay, so plans. I really loved my priority-based rotation. It makes me happy. It's organized and it's pretty, but realistically, moving forward, it's just not, it just can't be anymore. As of next Monday, I am working I'm scheduled from 8 in the morning until 4:30 in the afternoon. But with travel time, I'm really not stitching from about 6 in the morning until about 6 at night. So that is a large chunk of my previous stitching time that I don't have anymore. And while it makes me sad that I don't have the stitching time, it is like the best step forward for me. So realistically, I can't commit to rotating my projects every day. I think I'm gonna have to go back to a 4-week rotation where I pick 4 projects and I work on those for a week. That way it encompasses a weekend because I'm gonna know what it is to have weekends now, which is nice. But that way I can get some work done on these projects. I'm still ironing out the details as far as like how I'm going to choose my projects, because I do have 23 whips right now. And I'm adding more. I have it in the plans to add 4, maybe 5 more projects before the end of the year. So choosing just 4 to work on is going to be a little bit difficult. I think I'm going to have to make some hard decisions on projects that I just am not going to work on for the rest of the year. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. So for right now, I'm really kind of just stitching whatever the heck I want. I'm going to get this bathroom humor done probably tomorrow, maybe even Thursday at the very latest. And then I'm either going to pick another small, or I'm going to put some work in on my chatelaine. Or I'm going to go totally off the map and do something else. I don't know. I think this is the first time in my FlossTube history that I don't have a plan for what I'm going to work on. I'm such a planning person that this whole like just, whatever weirds me out. We'll see how this goes. I'm not hopeful. But getting used to the new schedule and, you know, figuring out just what kind of stitching time I'm actually going to have moving forward. It's going to take some adjusting, so it is what it is. Okay, so I have haul, and I have some really exciting stuff in here. Like, some things that just make me really happy. So, let's slide some of this over there with my iPad. Okay, so first things first, ladies and gentlemen, I finally have a cross-stitch fabric subscription. I've had a yarn subscription for a while. I used to allocate, this was a couple years ago, but I used to allocate money every month toward buying books. So effectively I had a book subscription. Now I finally have a fabric subscription. And my subscription currently, I'm on the wait list for Stephanie, for Hand Dyed by Stephanie, but I have a subscription with Under the Sea Fabrics, who is Leslie. And my subscription is a 32 count linen, and it is a fat quarter? Yes, 18 by 26 inch piece. And so I got my August, yes, sorry, I'm tripping. My August fabric in, and this is Umbriel. Now, if you watch Katie the Stash Queen, you will have already seen this fabric, but mine is a little bit different, and I kind of like it. So I have this shock of like pale blue here in the middle, and I really kind of like it. This is not normally my style. Like I'm not normally one for the wild, but for whatever reason, this just really works. And before I started recording, I sat down, I looked at this fabric, and I knew exactly what's going to go on it. So stay tuned for that. That's probably going to be a start here pretty soon. Could be even a start today. We'll see. we will see. So that is that. And then I have seen the September fabric from Under the Sea, and oh my goodness, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. First of all, can we talk about the fact that the September fabric for Under the Sea and Hand Dyed by Stephanie is the exact same name? How weird is that? They're both named Bridget, but they take very different takes on what that means. I am so excited for the Under the Sea version. I can't even wait to have that fabric in my hands. When I got the invoice to pay for my fabric, I ran to go pay for it because I just so excited. If you know me and my color story, if this is any kind of a hint, Thor is stretching over there. Sorry, that was really cute. He just stuck his head in the air and stretched. Then you will know what Under the Sea's Bridget looks like. So, okay, I'm gonna let that go. Love this. Cannot wait to stitch on it. It feels so good. I mean, it is a Zweigart fabric, but I like it. Okay. August Angst. Let's talk about August Angst. I told you guys that I didn't do very well with August Angst. And I mean, I did, because I only started one thing. But August Angst was bad for me because it exposed me to a pattern that I had to have. I mean, it was like I must have this now. If I had been just a little bit patient, I wouldn't have paid as much for it. But, you know, these things happen. So, Priscilla Blaine, you are to blame for this. She shared that this was one of the projects that she was going to do for August Angst. I think she's finished it now. And this was one of the projects that she was going to do. I think I just said that, but I got a little sidetracked. So this is Judith M. Kirby's Victorians House Number 9. This is an out-of-print chart. It is hard to come by. From what I understand, there is a needlework store that has the rights to print and sell them. But they look different. They're on different paper. This is an original. This is, yeah, as I said, it's an original. And, oh, I'm not showing you anything. Okay, good. This is cool. It comes with this in it. It's like a floss card, just built in. How cool. Oh my. Is it hand-drawn? It sure is. The symbols are hand-drawn. I mean, you know, it's circa 1989, so go figure. But anyway, I saw this and I just fell in love and I just had to have it. I think it's so, so cute. The little jack-o'-lantern sitting there is really what sold me on this. I don't know what it is with me and jack-o'-lanterns, but I'm telling you what, guys. If you ever become designers and you put a jack-o'-lantern on something, I want it. Who knows? Yeah. On the back is a personal note, and it says, "Autumn is my favorite time of year. I wait for that one special day at the end of summer when the air changes and you just know that autumn has arrived." That happened yesterday here. It was spectacular. I love the first chilly day. Oh, it makes me so happy. Okay. So yeah, really, really excited about this. Don't know when I'll get to it, but I will eventually. Gotta find a cool fabric. Maybe murky. Ooh, that Lugana that I bought, that was on clearance. Ooh, that might look good on that. I'm gonna have to look at that. Okay. Breathe, Jess. Okay, this next one, I have never done this before, and I can't believe that I never have. So Stony Creek, everybody knows Stony Creek. They have this pattern of the month, where basically you get a free pattern. It's usually in a series. It's usually in a collection. you get a free pattern, but it's not a download. They ship it to you, and so you have to pay shipping. The Stony Creek Christmas 2015 pattern, I love it. It's so cute. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. So I went ahead and I got a hold of it. And from what I understand, all of these, they come with, like, you can order the fabric from Stony Creek, and there's embellishments and specialty threads and whatnot. And so, like, you get the pattern for free, but they really hook, line, sinker you into buying this stuff. Well, they got me. So anyway, so this is what the whole series together will look like. And then, so each piece will come out in a month starting September, which was the little Santa. Ain't he cute? I like the roundness. I think that's what drew me into this. Like, it's consistent and they're all round. And I love that you can take the Santa's face and turn him into an ornament. That's adorable. So, the only thing that I wasn't impressed with is the fabric options. There were only two. You could either buy 14 count Aida for just this one, just this Santa. Or they had Ann cloth, which is 18 count, which is like the fabric, like almost like a chunk of Afghan, basically what it is, but it's only an 18 count. I really, really, really want to stitch this on a fabric like that, but a 32 count opalescent linen. It's kind of specific, so I can understand why they don't have that option. I'm going to have to either figure out how to do that myself, or maybe there's somewhere where I can find it. I'm not sure. But anyway, I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay, so then I got the extras, which there's some fun extras. Let's see. These little holly, there we go. Little holly charms. They go next to Santa's face. Let's see, I have a skein of Weeks Dye Works in Envy. Wonderful green. I have a very tired bulldog. He must not have slept last night because he's been a bum today. And when it's noticeable that a bulldog is being a bum, which is their like natural way of life, if it's noticeable that they are extra bum-like, saying something. He's extra bum-like today. So, anyway, back on track. Next, it called for rainbow blending thread from Glisten Gloss, and this is 901. It's just a fun silver. It also calls for rainbow blending thread. Wait, are they both blending threads? Yes. This is 000. So just a sparkly white. This is really what I want my fabric to look like for this piece. And then a box of antique glass Mill Hill seed beads. This is number 03049. So just a little bit of red. And those little embellishments go like around the brim of his hat. And it looks like they're sprinkled throughout the, like the holly on the sides and whatnot. So I'm really looking forward to starting this. I just have to sort out my fabric. Oh, totally forgot about the other thing. So I'm going to do the hanging version. And so I got the cute little craft holder. Ain't it cute? I get so amused by these things. You guys know this. But I'm a big fan. So, looking forward to doing that. Just got to figure out fabric. All right, let me put this stuff back. Oh, Sorry. A little bit of jingle. Haha, jingle. Get it? Christmas? Okay. So that is the Stony Creek. Okay, and then the last thing I have is a bag full of Moe's. A whole bunch of Moe's. So, oh, this bag smells so good. I just opened it and I can already smell it. Okay. I'm just going to go through all of these. Basically, I bought a couple for my Birdie Bots Box of Delights. I had to change a couple of colors because I wasn't happy with my original selections. And then I bought the whole autumn collection. So I'm just going to go through them all. I haven't twiddled them or anything. Haystack, golds and browns, leaf pile, pinks and oranges and yellows, jack-o'-lantern, love it, green and orange. Oh gosh, it's so perfect. Love that. This is one of the ones that I don't think, no, this one I bought just because I like the colors. This is Muddy Water. It's not the autumn collection, but oh, so good. This is probably my favorite. Did I get two of them? Okay, well this is apple cider. And this is Harvest Moon. Do those not look exactly the same? I'm gonna have to look into that. The only difference that I can see is right there at the knot. You see this one's a little bit browner and this one's a little bit grayer. I'm gonna have to look at that. Because otherwise they look exactly the same. Okay, I'm gonna set those aside so I can look that up online. Equinox, blue, gray, orange, yellow. Beautiful. Scarecrow, love this one. Yellow greens and gray browns. Indian corn, brown, orange, and yellow. Pretty. Frankie, red and gray black. I'm not really sure what this is in reference to. Is this, does anybody know? Is this an autumn collection or did I grab something? Anyway, this is one of the ones that I grabbed for a different purpose. This is Saints, as in the New Orleans Saints. Another one of those. This is Mouse. This one I'm going to use in my Birdie Bots Box of Delights for to represent the Deathly Hallows. Yep, there's that. Red cabbage, stunning. Oh, it's showing up so much brighter than it is. It's good and it's really dull, but like in the best of ways. There's no way of saying that something is dull in a good way. So there's that. And then the last one is crisp. Beautiful. Those two look pretty alike too, don't they? Well, anyway, I am going to look at the Harvest Moon and apple cider because I love them. Don't get me wrong. I love whatever color they are. I just want to know, are they supposed to look so much alike? I don't know. So, and that's all the Moe's. And I think that's all of my haul. I don't think I bought anything else. I have Gina's on the way, but that's not here yet. I also have something else on the way, but that won't be here for quite a while. I'm not going to spoil you on it. So I thought I might add a tag onto this, but since we're already at an hour, I think I'm just going to call it done here. Call it a success. Talked about a lot of stuff. Yeah. So I'm going to clean up this mess and get back to stitching. Maybe do some housework. I know it's terrible, but I have to do some housework before I go to work next week. It's unfortunate. I've got this week off in between, and I have to put it towards housework. Whatever, not a big deal. All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching, commenting, subscribing, liking. Thank you for all that you do. Happy stitching.